Hello friends. For sure, most of you like to swim in cool water, especially if it's hot outside. But splashing in ordinary lakes and public pools is a bit boring, right? Well, today we're going to show you the most incredible pools from around the world, and you'll definitely want to swim in every single one of them. Let's get it on.
What the hell, Andy?
Backyard pool. If you have a country house, then maybe you have a small pool in the backyard. The perfect spot for you to dive in the summer. Compact with cool water and not very deep. But what about a 1.2 million litre pool? This is exactly what Jerry and Marina did. They turned their backyard into a huge artificial pond. It's deep enough for boats, but at the same time it's shallow near the shore, so that children can play in this zone. The pond bottom is a film, and to make it more stable, Jerry laid out heavy stones around the edges, and this made the pond even more like a real pond. Later, he put pegs along the shore and pulled ropes, creating a little jetty. And to keep the water clean, chlorine is added to it, and it's regularly passed through the pump system, so the family doesn't have to worry about harmful bacteria. We would definitely like to have such an amazing pool in our backyard. Would you? Four Seasons Safari. This incredible pool is located in the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. It's one of the largest and oldest national parks in the world, and it has a very diverse animal world. In the Serengeti, there are many hotels and places for tourists from where they can go on a safari. But the Four Seasons has an advantage. Here, the wild animals come to you on their own. Moreover, you can look at them right from the pool. Don't worry, a wild lion won't join you while you're swimming. The hotel is securely protected, but each Four Seasons guest gets a unique opportunity to swim in the main pool with a view of the pond where the animals come to drink. This is probably the most comfortable safari in the world. Bada Schiff Swimming Pool. You know, sometimes it seems like pool makers are competing with each other to see who is more original. In 2004 in Berlin, a swimming pool was opened at an old barge. Actually, this structure can't move anymore because of the 32 by 8 meter reservoir. But this isn't that important because the pool is still very popular among tourists and locals. It's located right on the Spree River, and it's perfect for those who want to swim in it because the river itself has long been polluted. In the warm season, the area around the unusual pool turns into an entertainment complex. There's a restaurant and a bar, as well as an open-air concert hall. But the Bada Schiff is also open even when it's cold. The pool is connected to a heating system and sheltered by a special dome, which allows you to swim even during the coldest winter. Bondi Icebergs Pool. This extraordinary pool is located in Sydney, Australia on Bondi Beach, which is a very popular destination among tourists. Its length is about 50 meters and it has 8 swimming lanes. In addition, it offers a magnificent view of the coast, but it became one of the most incredible pools in the world not because of its size, but because of its location. The pool is built at the very edge of the ocean, and the waves are constantly falling on the heads of the swimmers when the sea behaves particularly uneasily. Back in 1929, the club The Icebergs was founded by a group of Australian rescuers, and today there are more than 700 members. In early May, when the winter season begins in Australia, there's a solemn ceremony, during which the participants simultaneously throw pieces of ice into the pool and then jump into the water. Really extreme. However, if you're not a member of the Iceberg Sports Club, but really want to experience the thrill of swimming in the pool under the deafening thunder of ocean waves, don't be discouraged. It costs only $5 Australian, which is of course a ridiculous price for the opportunity to conquer the sea while not moving away from the shore. Golden Nugget Pool. The Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino is considered one of the best hotels in Las Vegas, and the pool located on the territory deserves special attention. At first glance, it may seem like a common pool, but everyone who goes in feels like they're swimming with sharks, all because of a huge aquarium with marine predators in the middle of the pool. Only a thin glass separates the sharks from the tourists, and this can make anyone feel uncomfortable. And if you want to get more adrenaline, you can ride on a water slide. which consists of a glass pipe passing right through the aquarium. Even the sun loungers here are unusual and located right inside the pool in the shallow water. You can lie down and watch the sharks on the other side of the glass, and they, in turn, will be watching you. Marina Bay Sands Pool. After the creation of the Marina Bay Sands complex in Singapore, pools on the edge of skyscrapers no longer surprise anyone. 3 55-story towers connected by a structure resembling a surfboard have several observation platforms, restaurants, a nightclub, and of course, a swimming pool. Only hotel guests have access to it, but even so, the pool is incredibly popular. The view from the pool is truly impressive. The entire bay of Marina Bay opens before you, and you can admire the skyscrapers around it. By the way, the water's quite far from the edge, but the thin edge creates the illusion that the pool is endless, at least on the pictures, because most people get into the water just for this. Probably splashing around in a small pond with a crowd of tourists is not a pleasant experience. San Alfonso del Mar Pool. Speaking of unusual pools, it's impossible to ignore the San Alfonso del Mar. It is lagoon-shaped and is filled with crystal clear water. Due to the fact that the pool is close to the ocean, the water in it is salty, but at the same time it's heated up to 26 degrees Celsius, so swim all you want. Perhaps some of our viewers are wondering, why build a pool so close to the ocean? After all, you can just swim in the ocean. The fact is that the coast of the city of San Alfonso del Mar can hardly be considered a resort. The water doesn't warm up to more than 17 degrees, and sharks swimming along the shore don't attract a lot of swimmers. But everything changed when the entrepreneur Fernando Fishman took up the job and created a project to replace the dangerous ocean with a giant friendly pool. Construction ended in 2006 and cost him $2 billion. In order to keep the pool clean, the owners have to spend more than $4 million per year, so a vacation in San Alfonso del Mar is not a cheap pleasure. Fish House Pool. Billionaire Stephen Fisher is the happy owner of a house on the seacoast in Singapore. But it's not the house we want to talk about, it's the location. Fisher's house is surrounded by a pool from all sides. In some places it is deeper, so you can go downstairs into it. In some it's so shallow that you can walk around. You can access the water from either side of the unusual building. Just imagine you suddenly just want to swim. You take a step out and you're already in the pool. But the coolest thing is in the basement. What? Did you imagine a dark room from horror movies? No, the basement in the Fisher's house is very light, and all because of the huge windows that look right into the pool. Beautiful. Hearst Castle's Pools. Hearst Castle, a National Historic Monument on the Pacific coast of California, is located about halfway between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The main house has 56 bedrooms, 61 lavatories, 19 living rooms, and on the estate there are several tennis courts, a cinema, an airfield, and the world's largest private zoo. But we are mostly interested in the several pools found in Hearst Castle. The insanely beautiful outdoor pool Neptune looks like a decoration for some movie about ancient Rome. It's right next to a building with an ancient Roman facade brought specially from the Mediterranean. It's a real 32-meter long water temple. No wonder it was named after the god of the sea. The pool is surrounded with statues of Neptune and sea nymphs. The inner pool, known as Roman, is smaller and has the appearance of Roman baths with rich details, including cobalt blue, golden smalt, and glass tiles. If you take a closer look, you can even see intricate mosaics under the dome, depicting the night sky. The pool is surrounded by 8 marble sculptures of Greek and Roman gods, goddesses, and heroes carved by the Italian sculptor Carlo Frita. Currently, Hearst Castle is a museum, which can only be accessed as part of a guided tour, and you need to book the tour a couple of months in advance. Giolla Pool. Despite the fact that this pool, unlike all the others, is of natural origin, we simply couldn't ignore it because it's fantastically beautiful. The secluded Giolla Lagoon is located on the Greek island of Thassos, but although the lagoon was formed due to the impact of sea waves on the rocks, visually it resembles either a large sink or a very cool pool. An area of 20 by 15 meters, comfortable rocks surrounding the pond from all sides, clean water warmed by the sun, 3 meters deep, a real paradise. From the sea, the lagoon is separated only by a 2-meter stone partition, so that strong waves freely enter the rock-protected area. But to get to the Giolla pool, you have to make a pretty long way, about 4 kilometers along the road, plus some walking on the rocks. But everyone who's visited this amazing natural pool says that it was definitely worth it. Psst, dude, are you looking for new technologies and great gadgets? Are your thoughts focused on the future? Do you love huge vehicles and can't imagine your life without robots around you? Then visit TechZone and you'll find all this and more. The link is in the description. You interested? Great.